The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I am Mon Gualvez. The Food and Drug Administration will start inspecting pharmacies to see if they have the capacity to store Pfizer bivalent COVID-19 vaccines. The agency issued a certificate of product registration to the vaccine last June 26. The FDA is now looking into whether pharmacies can comply with stringent storage requirements for the vaccine. Qualified pharmacies will be able to distribute the vaccine commercially once imported supplies come in. The Landbank board has approved its 50 billion peso investment to the Maharlika Investment Corporation. This comes a few days after President Bongbong Marcos officially signed Maharlika into law. The initial 75 billion peso seed money for the fund will be sourced from the government financial institutions, and that's 50 billion pesos from the Land Bank of the Philippines and 25 billion pesos from the Development Bank of the Philippines. The Finance Department is now finalizing the implementing rules and regulations of the law. The government is also in the process of selecting board directors and members for the MIC. Finance Secretary Benjamin Diokno says the Maharlika Fund may be operational by year-end.
We need 2 regular directors with a term of 3 years. There will be 3 independent directors. That will go through a strict screening process. Kailangan ng mga NBI clearance, wala sa ombudsman, and so just like any other government appointment. It's reasonable to expect that the Maharlika Investment Fund will be up and running before the end of 2023.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I am Mon Gualvez. India is looking to introduce one of its oldest games, the Kabbadi, to the Olympics. This Bloomberg Quick Take tells us more.
This is Kabbadi.
This is Kabbadi.
And this is Kabbadi?
There are many variations of the sport known as Kabbadi, a relatively unknown game outside of South Asia, which is
somewhat like tag and a bit of wrestling when you come to the tackling part of it.
As legend has it, it began thousands of years ago in India and was even played by Siddhartha Gautama himself, the Buddha.
It originated in Tamil Nadu about 4,000 years ago. It's basically derived from two words called Kabbadi, which means holding hands.
Billionaire businessman Anand Mahindra spearheaded the Pro Kabbadi League in 2014, and it's risen to become the second most popular televised professional sport in India, behind only the massively popular and massively lucrative cricket.
How do you come in and even occupy some leg room with cricket in India? I think the timing was a sweet spot for us, that people were just about right to say, my God, if you take this sport, which we just remember from our school days or from some dusty village backyard, and you can make it look like this and make it so exciting, I think that got us a wave of support.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Batasan complex is gearing up for President Bongbong Marcos's upcoming State of the Nation address this Monday. Dress rehearsals will also be conducted this weekend to ensure that everything goes well during July 24. But the weather might not be too cooperative. Pag-asa sees Tropical Depression Egay intensifying into a tropical storm today with chances of reaching Super Typhoon category by Tuesday. And the DICT will start deactivating unregistered SIMs beginning July 26. Owners of deactivated SIM cards will have 5 days to reactivate it through registration. So far, telco operators have covered 62% or 104 million of the 168 million SMS nationwide, or SIMs nationwide. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 10:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I am Mon Gualvez. We are One News.